What's up, Chocoholics? It's King Chocolate in the Mix. And I'm about to do a reaction to a video I just seen this morning. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to react to it, but I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion and wisdom on this video that you're about to see. I don't know if y'all ever heard of no nonsense like what I'm about to show you, but it's sickening, it's crazy, and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a little rundown of what happened. Then I'm gonna show you the video. It's gonna be real quick. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Shout out to Mary Fairchild, Hokey Pokey made the class. Thank you very much. King Chocolate in the Mix. If this is your first time seeing me, put it in the comment section. Let me know that you never seen me before. Let me know that you subscribe to my channel. The more you hit, the more videos you get. Thank you. Shout out to the Dream Team. We making America Choco again. You know what I mean? If you've never seen before, Joyce is in the mix. She had to eat her breakfast, you know what I mean? Thank you very much. I am about to react to something. To me, it sent chills through my body what I seen. But this world is a stage, as I always say, you know what I mean? If you need to book a private session, you never did it before, you should do it, you know what I mean? So you get on the right road. Thank you very much. Montisha made it to class. Joyce made it to class. Mr. Biz made it to class. Carla Rogers. Patrick Kears, you know what I'm saying? What it is, 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 what it is. You got a live reaction video. I never did one of these before, but I'm doing it now. Thank you very much. The more you hit, the more you get. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit them buttons. If you got if you got hype points, whatever they call it, hype it up. You know what I mean? You know how you smoke weed or you dope? Hype. Hype like you do the pipe. But check this out, y'all. I've heard of crime. I've seen crime all my life, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I haven't seen is what I'm about to show you. This is one of the most disgusting things that I've ever seen, you know what I mean? Can y'all hear me pretty good? I got my microphone right here. Let me put it right here. I want y'all to be able to hear me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can hear me pretty good. Thank you very much, Jamie Leanne. Them comments is going very, very fast, but I know what I see. Latifah in the mix. Latifah Bay. I remember talking to you about that last name, B-E-Y. And I told you where I knew it from. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. As some of y'all know, I'm from Compton. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Compton, California. I grew up with Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube and people like that. I grew up with the Mexicans and I grew up with the homeboys, the gangsters, the killers, and the dealers, you dig? I got away from that lifestyle because of the power of God, you know what I'm saying? But I was just scrolling through my thing and I seen something that caught my attention about my city of Compton. We call it the CPT or the Dub City, the Hub City. That means in the middle of LA. And my town, they got a new crime thing they got going on. And I got to widen the screen up. But these people out there, I'm pretty sure it's dope fiends, liars, and connivers. Nobody that associated with me have even suggested nothing like this. But what they doing now, maybe some of y'all seen this report, maybe some of y'all didn't. But the bozos idiots is going to the dead, to the grave sites where people's mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers is, passed away, and they got the tombstone and the plaque on the thing. You got bozos going in the cemetery and digging up the people's plaques and things like that, and they selling the copper on the inside of it for money. It's one of the sickest things I ever seen. Check this out. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, you know what I mean? My reaction is straight to the point. I'm gonna show you a video. It's gonna be about a minute or two. Then y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Okay, here we go. This is demonic.
Now at 5, a disturbing discovery at a SoCal cemetery where dozens of headstones have been damaged damaged or destroyed. Good evening, this is the KTLA 5 News at 5:30. I'm Cher Calvin. And hi, I'm Courtney Frail in tonight from Micah. Vandals hit a cemetery in Compton, stealing several headstones and damaged others. Unfortunately, this is not the first time that this cemetery has been targeted. KTLA's Lindsay Pena is live in Compton with more on what authorities believe is behind this appalling crime. Lindsay? Yeah, Cher and Courtney, good afternoon to you. Now, people tell me that this has happened so many times here. Some families have started coming regularly just to check and see if their loved ones' headstones are still here. The owner telling me that she is angry and frustrated this has happened again. Relief for two sisters here at Woodlawn Celestial Gardens in Compton when they saw their grandparents' headstone was still intact. We wanted to make sure that the memorial was still here. It means a lot to us. It's been a long time since our grandparents died, but they live in our hearts, so we come, we want to be here. Within the last few weeks, thieves struck this final resting place, disturbing and stealing dozens of headstones, presumably to turn around and sell the metals inside them like copper for money. It just breaks my heart just to see everything that people are like. I can imagine the people that lost their family's headstone, how they feel. I mean, some people can't afford it, to even replace it. This isn't the first time Woodlawn has been targeted. KTLA cameras captured the damage and theft here last spring. The same thing reported at another cemetery nearby as well. Woodlawn's owner says it's happened several times in the past 2 years, with hundreds of headstones or plaques being destroyed or taken altogether. I'm overwhelmed. Celestina Bishop, who owns Woodlawn, says she struggles with the weight of what's happening and how it's affecting local families. Having to explain to someone that, your only symbolic memory of your family, someone decided to steal it. That's reopening grief. Right now, she says she and her family and volunteers are trying to patrol the grounds to deter any other would-be thieves. My message to the thieves is stay away from us. The Sheriff's Department says this is an ongoing investigation. Earlier, we saw a sheriff's deputy arrive to collect a crowbar that the owner says she found on the outskirts of the property and she thinks might have been used by the thieves. If you have any information, you're urged to call the Sheriff's Department. For now, that is the latest from Compton. Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News. Back to you guys in the studio. That's unfortunate. Lindsay, thank you.
You see that? That's one of the most sickest things I ever seen. You know what I mean? It's something seriously wrong with people these days. I thought when we came up in the 90s, we was crazy. You know what I mean? You can say what you want about the 90s and the gangster, the gangster rap and the gangster time. You have never heard, we didn't hear that. Hey, yo, homie, let's go to the grave site, dig up somebody's grandmother's thing, take the metal and the stuff out of it and sell it. That's worse than a drug habit. It's a million ways to make money. You know what I mean? But to go to a cemetery and steal, you have no respect for God. You have no respect for the dead. But this is the sad thing about it. Everything we do, it comes back to us. Now imagine. Now you know these people. That's low, ain't it, Texas Leo? That is sick. Why would you go to a cemetery? We know they doing it at night. There's no way they walk around. Now, if they doing this during the day, that means somebody, it's an inside job. Oh, come on in and steal it and cut me in on the money. That could be going on. But I ain't gonna say that lady, the lady that owned that cemetery thing. I ain't gonna say she. My gift not telling me she got something to do with it. So I'm thinking these people doing this at night. Why would you? I would never go to a cemetery in the day or the night taking nothing off those people's graves. Then they so stupid, they obviously ran or something, but very recently, and this ain't the first time that it's happened, I'm finding out. I just never heard of this before. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of everything else except, hey, let's go to the grave site and dig stuff up. Now they moving bodies all around. They closing cemeteries. Now you got to go to the outskirts, the suburbs to bury your mother. You got to go way somewhere, where the FBI is close to bury your kids or your brother or your daddy. Now, imagine the people, we all gonna lose somebody. Imagine the people that did the stealing and this theft and this bogus stuff to somebody's relative. And then you go to say, I'm gonna go see my mom. I'm gonna go see my dad. I'm gonna go speak to my twin or my nephew or my niece. And you get there and they done dug up the doggone thing at the ground. Did you hear the lady said these things are expensive? Some people can't keep buying those plaques over and over and over. That's lower than low. My reaction is anybody caught doing that should do triple life. They should get locked up. They should be deported. Every last one of them. Man, this is the sad thing about it. This is the sad thing about it. The people that's doing that, you know they're gonna lose some people, right? They're gonna lose a mother, they're gonna lose a father, they're gonna lose a brother, they're gonna lose a cousin. How are they gonna feel when they go to visit their cousin and say, hey, I miss my cousin, let me go to the grave site? What are they gonna do when they go there and they see that somebody dug up their relative? You know what they're gonna be saying? Oh, they need to be locked up, they need to be shot. Oh, something need to happen to these people. But that's what they're doing. These people are stupid. They shooting up everything. They killing at babies' birthday parties. I never heard of this stuff when I was coming up back in the days. It was man on man. Women and children was out of it. Not only is women and kids getting taken out like never before, now they going to the grave sites doing dumb stuff. I mean, what is there left to do? They screwing everybody. They screwing anything. They stealing. They smoking dope. They drinking lean. The music is stupid. The rap is dumber than ever. The hip hop is stupid. The R&B ain't the same. Parenting ain't the same. Now, my gut telling me these people are young. I think it's a group of them, but I'm sensing some teenagers just laughing and joking and thinking it's a joke. You know how when we was young, we thought we gonna live forever. When you start getting older, God gonna start telling you it's time to get it together and get it right, because you'll never know when you're gonna check up out of here. Now, some dummy might ask me, well, the dead people don't know that they're getting robbed and stolen from. You an idiot if you're thinking that way. People go visit all the time. You know what I'm saying? My mother's plaque on her thing was expensive. You know what I'm saying? It was real expensive. That would break my heart to go and say, let me go see my mom. You know what I mean? And then I go and somebody stupid self done dug up the thing and took the pieces out of the doggone thing and sold it to the scrapyard. Now the scrapyard's making money. The dope fiend idiots is making money. I mean, how much money can you really be getting? I hauled copper before, pop cans. I did all of that. Bicycle parts. Way back in the day, we used to hustle like that. We would go to the scrapyard and we would attach a buggy thing to our bikes and we would go to make up some money. You know what I mean? It wasn't a lot of money. So how much money is they really getting? That's so disrespectful. It's sad. It's sick. You know what I mean? Imagine, imagine Texas Leo. You said, let me go visit my brother. I ain't seen him in a while. You fly all the way to Compton and you get there and you see a dumb crowbar not far from your brother's grave. And then you look and you see they done dug the plot up and it ain't nothing but a square there with bones at the bottom of it. There's a million ways to make money. Pop cans, Kool-Aid. When we was kids, we sold icy cups and candy. We had a candy store. We'd go buy a bunch of candy and we would hustle it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of ways you can make money. And if it get too bad, these people could have said, you know what? Why don't we go fill out an application and get a job? How about that? I bet you these people are able-bodied, lazy, low-down, Bloods, Crips, SAs, all of them stupid. Did you see the Latinos? That was like, we just want to see our people, even though they've been born dead for a long, long time. That's a matter between the family and the deceased. You know what I mean? That's the last thing anybody would want to see is your mother or your father or your kid grave been dug up and sold, and you bought the doggone thing to stick it there as a memorial for the deceased. Nothing surprises me, but I was kind of shocked at that. I'm like, Compton, they doing this? What the hell is going on? Now I'm finding out it's been happening very, very recently. There's a funeral home not too far from this one, Woodline. I know where it's at. They got a drive-through. They probably gonna close that one. They got a drive-through funeral home where you don't get out and go in. It's so dangerous. You got to drive through like a drive-by and see your mama and see your daddy. You don't get out your car. You just look in the window and you see them in a casket because it done got so bad. Now, oh, that ain't enough. Oh, now the people going to the grave sites where you lower your people 6 feet deep and they digging it up in the night or in the day, whatever they're doing. This is sick. They closing this stuff down. They're gonna have to, you know what I mean? So what is they gonna do for the families? That means a lot of those grave and stuff, they're gonna say, we're gonna have to move them to a more secure location. You better believe it. Now let there been some Caucasians, let there been Donald Trumps or, you know, somebody like that. They dug up the graves. They shutting the whole city down. You know what I'm saying? Compton is full of brown and Latinos. Why are they doing it to each other? They're not doing that in the suburbs. You better believe that. They're not gonna let you come over there in the nighttime walking your nasty low down. I want to call it like I see it, but these people are gross. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world, man. If I was 16, 17, you know how stupid, you know how youngsters are stupid, think we tough. If somebody would say, "Hey man, yo CJ, let's go to the grave site, man," for what? I don't like going near. I don't even like riding past those things because I respect it's gone. It's a done deal. You know what I mean? That's just how I am around cemeteries and funerals and stuff. I kind of deal with it like that. I don't even look towards that way. But if one of the homies would have told me, "Yo, man, let's go dig it up and sell the stuff that's in it," ain't nowhere in the world in Chicago, in Compton, and I think somewhere in New York, they taking the bodies and I'm trying to think what they're doing. I think they're taking the jewelry, the blunts. Somebody dug up a grave. You know how some people, when they pass away, they throw a blunt and a 40 ounce in the grave. You got people going back in the graves, grabbing the blunts. These things been on dead bodies. Blunts, 40 ounces, pour out a little liquor to my homies. You know what I mean? But they going, you know what? This is Sodom and Gomorrah. Everything going on. Everything going on. It's just some things you just ain't supposed to be doing. It's all about respect. Even if somebody say, "Yo, man, let's do this in fun. Let's drink some lean. Let's get high. Let's get drunk and go to the dead place where the dead is, and let's dig." I would tell these people, "Are you crazy?" Yeah, in Chicago, they reselling the doggone plots. Some people's bones getting dug up out of there. I remember a couple of years ago, it was a couple of brothers working at a grave site in Chicago. These brothers was stealing. I think the jewelry and the watches and stuff. You know, some people get buried with jewelry and watches and stuff. The pallbearers was watching these people bury their deceased. They'll wait till everybody leave, go back down there, dig them back up, and take the jewelry, pop those caskets open, and put the jewelry on their bodies or sell it like some idiots. This world is going to hell. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of, man, I got ops. I've heard of, I did something stupid, but that's about as dumb as it gets. I mean, what purpose is it? How much do they really? How much did they really get? How much did they really get? Let's say they got $60, you know, per plot because of the stuff that's on the inside of it, the copper. You know what I mean? If you think about it, in abandoned buildings and abandoned houses, they got copper pipes and stuff like that. Why ain't they yanking that stuff out of the abandoned building? Why you got to go to the deceased? We all done lost somebody. Am I right? We all done lost somebody. We all would be upset if we go to say, "I'm going to go visit him. I got to go talk to my brother. I got to go talk to my friend." And you get there and they dug up. The love of money is the root of all evil. That means all evil. You will dig up, you will dig up the deceased. You will take a watch off a dead body and put it on yourself. The love of money will make you cheat on your spouse, beat your spouse, have affairs, do this, do that, sell crack, sell dope, sell your butt, sell whatever, sell your kitten and your cat. Back in the days when we were selling crack, back in the days, we used to laugh at the dope fiends. We'd be like, "Man, they breaking people's houses. They sell air conditioners, leather jackets, and guns, and Jordans, and you know." stuff like that. But I ain't never seen nobody say, man, let's go hustle in the cemetery and get the copper out of the people's plaques. This is about as sick as it gets. Now, this was my gut telling me. For those that's laughing, thinking it's a joke, um, I do sense destruction gonna come to these people. I do feel that it's a young person doing this stuff with grown-ups, all them drinking lean, smoking dope, doing whatever they're doing. But guess what? Guess what? I can see happening. Some little youngster gonna blow the whistle and tell. They gonna tell the whole operation, and then in the next 6 months, it's gonna be a big FBI investigation from Compton to New York. There's a lot of cities. It's just gonna come out more. You you will be surprised what's going on at the cemetery and in funeral homes. You know what I mean? I seen a case almost made my heart stop a couple of weeks ago. There was an old lady in a funeral home. She was in the casket, right? And she was misdiagnosed. Somebody switched the paperwork. I don't know what the plan was with this lady, but it was somebody's mother or grandmother, right? And the oldest daughter was standing by the casket, and she was just making plans with the people. She's like, "Yeah, I would like for my mother to be blah blah blah. I would like the service to start about 11. Uh, how many?" She was trying to figure out how many people can this funeral home hold. So they was exchanging information back and forth because she thinking her mother dead. I ain't never seen this before in my life. This lady said she heard a knocking inside of the thing. So they thinking it was a rat running around. They was like, "You hear that noise?" They said, "Yeah, what is that?" Guess what? The funeral person said, "Open." They popped the thing open, lifted it up. This girl's mother wasn't even dead. She was just in the doggone thing, suffocated. You know what I mean? Probably had a stroke or something, but she started banging on the thing, letting them know that I ain't dead. Now imagine had they lowered her in the ground 6 feet deep. Imagine had she not had the strength to hit that thing. That woman, that young lady was gonna bury her mother for no mother freaking reason. Y'all understand me? These people are crazy. I don't trust nobody. Yo, man, they over there hustling. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. This lady was alive. I say, is that AI? You know, these days you'll never know what's going on. Don't think that everything that's going on is AI. No, that lady, I seen her interview. You know, she gonna make millions off that interview on how they had me ready to go. They was ready to have a funeral. The preacher was ready to preach, and they was going, you know, after the preaching, they lower you, you put you in the hearse. Everybody go and cry at the you know, in the grass area, and then they lower you down. They say, "Oh, I want to jump in there with you," and that person is alive. Now I'm gonna put some on some of y'all's mind. I'm gonna stroke your mind. How many people have been lowered in the ground 6 feet deep and they was alive? But the people that know, because we trust the doctors, we trust the funeral home directors, we trust the pallbearers. We not thinking that, oh man, my mama alive in there, my brother alive in there. You will be surprised. Then you got the coroners, you got the doctors, all of them making money, writing up all kind of diagnoses and stuff, and people just believe it and say, "Oh, mama had sugar, mama had a lung condition." My reaction is, man, if y'all peoples pass away, because I know a couple of days ago I was seeing caskets. Remember, I think for Leo, I seen some caskets, a couple of Leos. You're gonna bury someone soon, and you're gonna remember I told you this. Keep your eye on your loved ones. Keep your eye on your kids. Check their phones at all time. You'll be surprised who's telling them, "Yo, man, they got a new cemetery thing going on." But if you're so busy saying they got their iPhone, get them out of my face, what if your child get caught doing that? What if this spark a wave all around the world where everybody's digging up dead? I think God gonna end this thing the day that start happening. He just gonna rain fire down and burn this thing up. Because it's like, what else can be done now? You know what I mean? That was one of the sickest videos I ever seen. I'm glad it was just 2-3 minutes. I mean, how many minutes do you need to see people grieving their peoples and some bozo who didn't put a dime on the money? Now, check this out. Let's go deeper with it. I've seen 2 caskets, then I texted Leo. Now, check this out. We don't know from the beginning of time up to 2025. We don't know how many people got laid in the ground 6 feet deep, and people cried and said, "Oh, I'm gonna miss mama. I'm gonna miss daddy. I loved my baby." And what if they was alive? I've seen it with my own eyes. A person was alive, and they was gonna do a funeral, and they was gonna lower her in the ground. This is, man, man. We got to stay prayed up so we ain't got to get, we got to stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. We got to stay prayed up so we ain't got to say, okay, let me start praying. Now we got to already have it going on. Whoever these 2 families is going to lose a loved one, because it's going to happen. It happened last year. Last year, Hokey Pokey reminded me the other day. She said, I know when you see death is real. I said, oh yeah. She said, yeah. See, Hokey Pokey really, she really in this. You know what I mean? She really in this. And she said, you did a video for Leo last year, 2024, and you said you saw someone passing away soon. She said the next day she found out her uncle. Am I lying, Hokey Pokey? She said the next day her uncle died. Somebody that was very close to her. She said from that moment on, I knew when you said you saw a casket or a new car, a new truck, you know what I mean? She even did the YouTube test and she seen I was right. Texas Leo, you got a child. Raquel got a child. Hokey Pokey, you got a child. Westside Momo got kids. Y'all better check y'all's kids' phones. Mary Fairchild just lost her mother last year in August. You know who just lost their mama too? Joyce, that girl that's gonna go live with me. She lost her. I told her in November, why you that? I ain't know your mama and dad. Why you didn't tell me? She said, I'm getting through it the way I get through it. Then I thought about me. I grieve my way too. You know what I'm saying? I don't look towards the cemeteries. Back in the days, when you saw a funeral, you pulled over to the side and you let them go. Now these days, they're cut in front of the police, they're cut in front of the hearse and everything because they have no respect. Parents ain't teaching kids nothing. You think these kids just growing up being stupid? No, we had parents to teach us. We got beat with switches, sticks, belts, shoes, chanclas. The Mexicans was getting chanclas thrown at them. You know what I mean? Now they said, no, don't whoop your kids. No, don't whoop your kids. That's abuse. Tell me if this kids and this world is going crazy now. We took God out of school. We took prayer out of school. One woman took her kids out of school and said, we're going to the Congress and we're going to tell them we don't want prayer in our schools. We got beat with extension cords, ironing cords, sticks, crutches, whatever mama found, whatever daddy had, it got through and it got banged up. And guess what? We all right? My generation straight. These young kids don't have a chance. All they got now is NBA YoungBoy and a bunch of BS. Cardi B, I ain't gonna talk about it. She gonna go live with me. I'm praying for Cardi B. I'm praying for Sexy Red. But that's what y'all's kids got to look up now. Look up to. Cardi B, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion. She's a liar. There's a man in jail right now for something he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B gonna go live with me. Y'all think I'm playing? Donald Trump be watching me. All the Scorpios and Pisces found that out last year. They thought, they was like, what? Tory Lane did not do it. He didn't. Free that man. Free Tory. Free everybody that's behind there because of some stupid witch like Megan. You feel me? It's sad. It's sad. But if everybody in the world gets stupid, I'm gonna tell you who did that to that girl. Her friend. But see, Tory played her. Okay, but that's their business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I ain't getting nobody relationship. Tori, you know, these Hollywood people, they bang everybody. Everybody banging it, right? Megan found out that her friend was sleeping with Tori. You know, like all of them ain't pass arounds. All of them, men, women, all of them, they pass arounds. If you don't believe it, trust me, I grew up in it. I know what I'm talking about. Hollywood is about pass it around, let me hit it, then you pass it, then you marry it, then you divorce it and talk about it like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect your kids, you feel me? Megan homegirl said, girl, you know, hoes before bros. Megan said, girl, what we gonna say? What we gonna do? Watch this come out. Before the end of next year, watch y'all gonna remember King Chocolate said that boy was gonna get released. It's gonna come out on videotape that okay, well somebody gotta go. Megan said, I ain't going to jail. The girl said, girl, you know, I'm your home girl. Tori did it. He playing us. He's scoring you and he's scoring me. If you're a man watching me, you better watch these women that'll tell you, oh, come to this party. They backdoor Tory. I don't know his music. I don't know who he is. I just know he innocent. I done dug into the case. I done talked to people close to the doggone thing. You know what I mean? I'm from that Hollywood crap. They told me it was a lie, but he shouldn't have stuck his nothing in nothing. But I gotta be fair. I'm a grown man. I don't care who I cheat with and cheat on. You mean tell me a jury gonna find that man guilty? Not one video was showed of him pulling that trigger. If you got sense, hey, if you know, you know. And if you ever been to Hollywood, if you know anybody in Hollywood, you know I ain't lying. So, you know what it's called? In Illuminati terms, give us a name. Somebody gotta go. Prince, DMX, Aaliyah. Remember? Left Eye? Remember everybody in the car survived but Left Eye? She was going to see Dr. Sebi, wasn't she? Dr. Sebi gone, ain't he? My hero is gone because he was speaking truth. He was keeping it real. But that jury wanted to hear lies. They said, these innocent women, he should be ashamed of himself. Shot her in the foot. What man shoots a woman in the foot? Think about it. Why would he do that? He slept with a friend. You know how men is when women be like, you playing me? You playing me? My thing was, man, common sense say, get out the car. He got out the car. The girl even said, he got out the car. Okay, well, how the bullet go through the doggone door then? That girl was in the car. She did it. It's going to come out. I solved that case. But I'm going to tell y'all why he in there. I don't know if he know it. He need to go live with me too. I believe God got a call on that boy. I think God want him to stop making dumb music and make something real for these kids. And I believe the day he say yes to God, I believe all the truth gonna come out. And he not gonna do that 10 years, 20. He not, trust me, he not. God already told me. Tory gonna get free. But it's something he need to learn. Now, the sad thing about it is they stabbed him 17 times. He could be gone right now. He didn't do that, y'all. Now, I'm for if a man did wrong, he's supposed to pay. If a woman did wrong, that girl and Megan going to jail. But you know what some punks do? His father a preacher, I thought so. Because I don't really know that boy. I just know that God calling him. I remember when he got sentenced, his daddy said, P. Diddy, no, who he said, Jay-Z. He said, Jay-Z set my boy up. He said, Megan is a whore, didn't he? You remember now, Ayana? See? That's the world we live in. Dig up dead graves, take the jury off of them, sell the stuff, that's in the plot. Man, I wish I would go and see my mother's thing and it's dug up. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to go crazy. Ain't nobody that holy. Ain't nobody that spiritual. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't you love your mother? Don't you love your kids? Huh? They take your baby's plot and sell it. And you hustled up on $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Who want to keep buying that stuff over again and then they rob you again and they keep doing it? They can shut it down. The city of Chicago, Compton, Harlem, Brooklyn, all of them. All these weird, stupid Section 8 people need to be deported. They need to get locked up and they need to get out of my country because these little kids gonna start mimicking it. Oh, I'm going to the grave site. You know what I'm saying? They say, I don't got to get jumped in no more. You know what I mean? You used to have to stand in the circle and get jumped in games. Now it's, man, go dig up that dead thing. Go dig it up. Here's the crowbar. Oh, I ain't got to get beat up and hit all in the jaw. No, go dig. Tell me what boy who's seeing these guys with big wads of money, low riders bouncing up like this, rims, 50-inch rims. Tell me what boy gonna be like, I don't want no extra money. I don't want to be a baller. You know what them boys gonna do? They gonna say, give me the crowbar. I go at night. I'm gonna go rob somebody's grandmama's grave. This making me sick, y'all. I had to get the news out there to y'all. Okay. Tory didn't do it. I could react to 20 things at one time. Kobe Bryant was set up too. My man and his daughter got in a helicopter without his wife, without everybody else, and the plane just go down. Aaliyah get in the plane, everybody in the plane survived, but Aaliyah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Malcolm X, get your hands out of my pocket. Pow, who did that to Malcolm? John F. Kennedy, November 22nd, 1963. Boom, boom, boom. Who did that to him? Martin Luther King, y'all's master. Bang, bang, bang. Who did Martin like that? You did? They don't want the truth out. They don't want the truth out. But one thing about God, he gonna bring it out anyway. Some little kid is gonna say, police, FBI, I know who's the ringleader in these graves that's getting dug up. Now they done touched my relative. I gotta tell somebody. Some young teenagers gonna be like, their name is whoop de whoop de whoop. They represent blood, grip, whatever, and it's gonna be an FBI thing, and that's gonna be sad because guess what? These broke bozos can't pay restitution, so they're gonna say we locked them up. We got rid of these bozos, but your mother's grave thing gone. Y'all did what I'm saying? Tell me how y'all like this reaction. Tell me, what would you do if you went to go see your dad, your grandmother, your grandfather, and the thing ain't even there? And then as you walking around, you see a crowbar that some bozo left. It's almost like they was taunting. This is what we use, a crowbar. Let's say they got $1,000 and you split it amongst 6, 7 people. That ain't no real money. I'll lose my mind if my mother's thing is gone. I go there to go, you know what I mean? And I look down there and there's a big hole in the ground and some bozo smoking dope off my mother's thing. How would y'all feel? Huh? Martin Luther King's name is Michael. A lot of people don't know that. He screwed white women and he beat his wife every night. And America promoted Martin Luther King because you know why? A lot of people weren't woke then to know that he was a very good speaker. But the Holy Ghost wanted none of that stuff he was saying about we shall overcome and we're going to all hold hands. Malcolm was the truth. I'm the truth. Dr. Sebi the truth. Dick Gregory is the truth. You understand me? All of a sudden, my man Dick Gregory dead. He could have lived to be 115. Didn't y'all see how youthful he was? He had a real long beard and he was old. Then he just all of a sudden just boom. Martin beat his wife and cheated on her. The kid said it. Rest in peace, Dick Gregory. Sometimes y'all might see Dick Gregory come out of me, especially when I go live. I'm like, you talking, you running your mouth, stupid. Shut up and listen to somebody that was there. I was there. I got receipts. Remember how Dick Gregory used to always come with receipts? See? Donald Trump trying to get the truth out. He said, stop taking Tylenol. You know what people said? Oh, he trying to kill us. No, he not. Tylenol is messing our kids up. It's more ADHD. See, they ain't gonna kill me. I'm protected. See, I wish Dick was here. I wish Dr. C was here. We can all pray together as men. You know what I mean? They taking our good men. I got a lot of respect for Dick Gregory, man. That is my hero, Dr. Sebi, Spike Lee, Malcolm X. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. Free Tory Lang. Cardi B gonna get it together. I don't know about Sexy Red, but I ain't gonna talk about her. Shout out to Dick Gregory and his family, Richard Pryor and his family, Aaliyah, Kobe Bryant and his family. Shout out to Selena and her daddy. Her daddy just passed away. How would Selena feel if she went to go see her daddy and her daddy thing gone? Oh yeah, Paul Mooney. I can't forget about Paul Mooney. See, y'all know some folks, see? Paul Mooney, that's my man. A lot of people don't know it, but Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and all them, they jokes was written by Paul Mooney. See what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle, he'll tell you. He'll be like, no, y'all think Eddie Murphy funny. No, those jokes was written by Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney is the man. A lot of people don't even know that Dick Gregory is an activist and he was a comedian. He paved the way for Richard Pryor. And oh yeah, Joseph Jackson dead now. He had a bunch of kids and none of them smoked dope and did crack. None of them went to jail and beat their wives. But they said Joseph was mean and evil and he whooped Michael. Who gives a damn? I got whooped too. Shh. Michael was just spoiled. Okay, y'all know I love Michael. But come on, Virgos are drama kings and queens. His daddy need to whoop his butt every now and then. Jermaine got beat, Tito, what's her name, Reby, all of them. Randy, Marlon. A lot of people don't know Marlon had a twin that died. What would Marlon Jackson feel if he went to go see his twin, to go talk to his twin brother, and he see his brother's thing dug up? That'll kill those Jacksons. They'll feel like this is a shame. Yep, he ran for president. Y'all got some knowledge. I see some of y'all know Red Fox. Shout out to Red Fox. Red Fox, Dick Gregory, Paul Mooney paved the way for all these young, stupid Kevin Harts. Yep, he ran for president. Sure did. Jesse Jackson ran too. He didn't get no votes. Dick Gregory, he did get angry pretty fast though, but that's if you keep cutting him off, he got mad, you know what I mean? But that's that old school generation. You don't disrespect adults when they teach you something. That's what I love about them. You know, when somebody giving you knowledge and wisdom, you're supposed to shut your mouth. But a lot of interviews will cut him off and be like, well, wasn't that Martin Luther King? He like, shut the F up. You wasn't there. I was there. I find myself doing that sometimes when people want to quote Eazy-E and Dr. Snoop from Compton. Snoop ain't from no Compton. Are you stupid? Listen to somebody that knows what they're talking about sometimes. So that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Ayana, your name, Ayana Tunsto. Yeah, you know what? You got my email. I could send you some good documentaries you could check out so you get this knowledge. If you like stuff like who shot who, if you like old school stuff where it's real wisdom and knowledge, I could send it to you. If you my Facebook friend, it looked like you my Facebook friend. If you my Facebook friend, I could send you some stuff. You hear me, Ayana? Tunstall. When somebody is speaking, you're supposed to be quiet. You're supposed to stop running your mouth. You know what grandma and them used to tell us? You know what they used to do when we was in church running our mouth, or when we telling adults, I don't want to eat carrots. Shut your goddamn mouth. That's an adult. And don't you ever disrespect your adults. We stood on that. When me and the homie seen an old lady, we either helped her with her groceries or we stopped cussing. We stop talking crazy. We stop calling women bitches around these old women. You know what I mean? We help children get off the school bus and all kind of stuff. These people have lost their mind. They don't give a damn about y'all's kids. They don't care about nothing except the love of money. So you know what that means? Chokeaholics, we gotta care. We gotta care about our kids. We gotta care about our lives. We gotta care about the set. We gotta care about how we living and how we disrespecting God and the thoughts when they telling you something for your own good. Then y'all see what happened yesterday on the live? I'm sitting having a conversation with a grown man, and here come this witch tarot lady, shut me down, jumped all in my conversation, and I'm telling her, be quiet, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a man. She wanted on. You know what that told me? Nobody taught her nothing, or either that, or she don't give a damn about what her daddy and them taught her. But if you're a chokeaholic, you're gonna carry yourself with class and dignity. We're not supposed to shut each other down when we're talking. Sometimes I gotta be quiet and listen to y'all. When I get you on the screen with me, sometimes I just sit back and let y'all do y'all thing. See? No morals no more. Disrespect people in front of old people. Run up at a baby birthday party and shoot it up. And this is cool now. These supposed to be gangsters doing this. What that city is, Stockton, California? Now I just talked about Compton and Stockton, stupid too. A bunch of Latins need to go back where they came from. I'm getting them out of here, one way or the other. This has been my reaction. It's sad, it's sick, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably gonna have to watch this again. And I pray none of this happens to none of y'all's caskets, plots. I mean, it's blowing my mind. That girl's mama was in the thing, hitting the thing, like, don't bury me. Had they not heard her knocking, imagine had her daughter been out of town and she like, just cremate it. That means you're gonna set this body that's alive on fire. Ask yourselves, how many people got taken 6 feet down that was still breathing? I'm gonna research it. America is a cover up, just like we ain't never went to no damn moon. If you think we've been to the moon, you need your head checked. We're not even built to go to the moon. God didn't let them build a tower in Genesis 11. Why he gonna let us go to the moon? That means God ain't fair. We never been to the moon. The world is a stage. It's all about lies. And when you start telling the truth, they say, man, you're gonna lose numbers. You're gonna lose subscribers. You don't say that. Uh-oh, Facebook will take you off. TikTok gonna shut your channel 2 strikes and you out of TikTok. F TikTok and anything else that's not glorifying God. I don't care. Your kids on it, not mine. Thank you very much. My name is King Chocolate. If you've never seen me before and this is your first time seeing me do a reaction video, put it in the comment section what you think about it. Thank you very much. I covered a lot of topics, but 48 minutes is pretty good for a 2-minute video. You did. I unpacked a lot. It makes sense to me. You know what I mean? It's all about respect. It's all about dignity. There's a million ways we can make money. Don't y'all ever resort to going to the gravesite and funeral homes pulling this BS. Can I get a witness, Queen Leo? Carmen in the mix. Rinshner Harris in the mix. Earth Angel. See, they kicked Earth Angel on Facebook. I had to make 4 pages because I said I didn't like Barack Obama. When he was in there, they took my whole page from me. They said, don't you speak against that nigger. Now, he done 2 terms. You know what most people saying now? Obamacare was a fraud. This homosexual marriage stuff was a fraud. I don't care what you bisexual people think about it. It's God's word or the devil's. It ain't no in between. It ain't no mixing it. If everybody mix it, I ain't gonna mix it. I'm staying on the right side. You know what I'm saying? Monique Clayton in the mix. You got to watch this live again. I surprise all of y'all. Y'all never see me do a live. The Leos is like, ooh, say Leo, Aries, Sag, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo. I got some videos getting ready to be dropped in a few minutes. I'm about to drop some videos. God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. If you gay, what am I supposed to do? You think I'm gonna lose sleep? Huh? I'm gonna tell you to reread your scripts, your Buddha book, your Quran, your Jehovah Witness book, your Mormon Church of Jesus Latter-day Saints book. Read it again. Obama was a speaker like Martin Luther King. That's it. He married a man. Michelle is a dude. Barack is a faggot, and I don't care. I really don't. I support Donald Trump. I support anybody that said our kids don't need no more medication and to be told they got ADHD no more. It's a fraud. I stand with anybody that says start whooping these kids' butts. I stand with anybody that say deport these illegals. See? Can I go to Mexico and do what I want to do? And say, I'm from Compton. I can do what I want to do. You know what the Mexicans gonna do? They gonna put me in a box and I'm gonna be hitting it and saying, hey, I'm alive, I'm breathing in here. That's what they gonna do. So why are we letting all this stuff? For the love of money. It's Sodom and Gomorrah over here, y'all. Shout out to Diamond. I see Diamond in the mix. You know what I mean? The more you hit, the more you get. We are Michael Obama. M. Her name ain't on Michelle. That's a dude. Y'all ain't never seen her neck. Y'all never seen how big her hands is and her feet. Barack is a F.A. and more. None of them scare me. I don't care. Oh, you talking about an ex-president. He never should have been it. He wasn't my president. He was your president. I already broke the script down on we never supposed to have no king, but y'all wanted it. So that's the way it went. Rewatch this video. If you need a one-on-one session with me, book that mug. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Shout out to my homeboy Chris. Shout out to the Jeep crew. Ayana, if you my Facebook friend, I'm gonna send you some good documentaries you should check out. Or if you don't, if you know what my email is, you know what I mean? I like passing knowledge and wisdom along. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Let me see. That's it. Shout out to the Dream Team. I see a lot of the Dream Team showed up for this live. My name is King Chocolate. They call me the Eagle Eye Prophet. Tory Lane getting out of jail next year. Keep this video so y'all can say King said that. Tory Lane's getting out of jail. That witch is gonna snitch on Megan Thee Stallion. She gonna take a plea agreement. She gonna get probation, and she gonna say, Megan had a hit out on him because she was jealous and stuff like that. Nobody in Hollywood is in love. None of them. Cardi B and what's that boy name? Offset wasn't in love. You get clicks, you get views when you get married. Then when you have kids, oh look, so they start getting likes and millions of likes and stuff. That's checks. Them YouTube checks, TikTok checks. 2 strikes on you on TikTok, you're gone. TikTok going bye-bye 2026. You know why? Some innocent Caucasian child gonna keep getting taken. And they gonna say, oh, it ain't the nigger? Oh, shut TikTok down again. This time we mean it. And y'all gonna remember, last time when they shut it down was right after they said they gonna shut it down. They shut it down. We coming for TikTok and Section 8 next. Thank you very much. WIC program. Obamacare. If you got Obamacare, I'm deporting you. You're gonna have to get Mexico care in Mexico. Thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I saw Diamond. I saw Hokey Pokey, Raquel the Bell, Queen Leo in the mix, and everybody else that's a part of the thing. I had to let y'all know, man. Remember that, Ayana? Remember the world went crazy? They were like, man, you crazy if you think TikTok going bye-bye. They took TikTok for 2 days. The whole world was getting ready to shut down. I'm telling you about an inspiration of the Holy Spirit. Remember I told y'all the planes. I said three planes in a week was going. Remember that 1 week 3 planes went down back to back to back. Hokey Pokey let me know. Every time a plane went down, Hokey Pokey said, Prophet, another plane just went down. I'm like, another one? Don't y'all remember me? Okay, well, I'm telling you, TikTok going bye-bye. You better get your money now. You ain't got to believe me. I don't give a damn about no TikTok. That stuff is of the devil. TikTok, tacky ticky. I don't give a man, please. Shout out to Rishina Harris. Whenever y'all want to donate to me, do it on Facebook Messenger. Maybe some of y'all didn't hear me. I'm putting a heart on your thing. Shout out to Rashina Harris. I think you just did a private session with me, didn't you? I put you on the right road. Everybody that I minister to, they get on the right road. Miracles is happening. But I had to let you know that even a prophet be seeing crazy videos like what I just showed y'all. Watch y'all's kids. You'll be surprised. You know how many people tell me a day, I can't believe what my daughter was doing in her phone. I can't believe it. Oh, they was plotting and planning with gang members and stuff. Everybody got a child, 8, 9, 10 with an iPhone and phone. You better check their phones. God gonna hold us responsible for about these kids. There was kids at that gravesite I could see with my eagle eye. Now you worse than dirt. It's one thing if two crackheads want to go do that. I'm telling y'all, I see kids was in on it too. This world going to hell, and I ain't going with them. My name is King Chocolate. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Nikayla better not be doing nothing on that phone. Hokey pokey, your daughter better not be doing that on the phone. See? They said, no, mama. I'm doing good, mama. That's what we said. How was school? Good. No fights? And then with everybody on the phone now. See, back then we had house phone. Everybody in the house didn't have a phone. If mama said don't answer it, you didn't answer it. Huh? Now everybody got a phone. The dog got a phone. Your cockroach got a phone. The bed bugs got a phone. Everybody got a phone. Queen Leo got a 5-year-old, and she checked her tablet because you know how many 5-year-olds have accidentally hit the wrong app, and a man be like, "How old are you, little girl? Y'all better check these phones." I'm telling you, God don't send prophets just to predict cars and money. He sends us to warn too. 2 people are going to lose a relative. May they rest in peace. I pray to God nothing happens to the grave sites. You are a disgust. If you know somebody that's doing this and you don't speak up about it, you a bozo and you stupid. And I hope somebody that's doing this see this video. God gonna get you for what you're doing. Those people dead. You can't say, "Oh, I'm beefing with them. He said something about my mama now." No, these people dead. It's done. Leave them alone. You know? Am I right? Parents are now the homies to their kids. Mom, I don't want to go to bed. Okay, dear. Let's watch a movie together, daughter. You can't be your kids' friends. You got to go back to where grandmama and them had it. I'll bust you in your goddamn mouth if you run your mouth. Boom, shut up. That's the grown ass man. That's a grown ass woman. See? Oh, they gonna call CPS. They gonna call CPS. They can't get us all. If every dream team person slap your kid in the motherfucking mouth and say, you know what? It is what it is. You know what they're gonna say? We can't take all these niggas down. We can't take these Latin people down, all of them. See? They feel sorry for their kids. They say, well, his daddy wasn't there. Who chose this bozo baby making punk? He had 10 kids when you met him. Now you baby mama number 11. Now your kids bad. They gonna get on drugs. They gonna join a gang. That's the single parent homes. Gangsters are born out of single mother homes. Daddy ain't teaching nothing. Granddaddy gone, or he in jail for shooting somebody or gang banging. Daddy banging that white girl and the Puerto Rican down the road. You heard me? So the kids say, I need protection. So I'm gonna join a street gang and I'm gonna go dig up somebody's dead stuff. You better check your kid's phone. My mother used to tell me, if you think I'm one of your pissy friends, you got me mistaken, boy. I'm like, what does shit mean? I know you my mother. She was letting me know that sometimes parents is too close with their kids. They could do what they want to do. They could say what they want to say, and you don't check them. You gotta put that fire on them. Boom. I'm the mother. I said we eating spinach today. You ain't bought not a grocery in this mother. Who the hell you think you talking to? You know what kids gonna stop doing? Disrespecting adults, running the teachers off their job, accepting that they got ADHD and ABB, ADD. You know what I mean? Trump right. Stay off the Tylenol. Quit pumping your kids with these pills. You hear me? All right, y'all. That's an hour of a reaction video. My name is King Chocolate, and I'm out of here, baby, baby. Oh yeah, y'all gotta replay this video. Wow, that lady going to jail for whooping her kids. Send me that video, Diamond. Nope, I don't think I've seen that. Send me that video. We need to do a march against the system. This is stupid. Kids need to be spanked sometimes, y'all, you know?